Hello kids, well we've already finished to be verbs, we finished to have verbs, and today we will have decided to do verbs, okay? So I've written something for you on the board, just remember this. Do and does, when do and does refer to the present tense and did refers to the past tense. And I've also written something for you on the board here. With singular nouns, he, she and it, you will use does. Okay, with plural nouns, I, you, we and they, you will use do, and with all the subject pronouns like I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, you will use did. So just do remember this, okay? So what are the functions of to do verbs? Let's talk about that. Okay, so first of all I will use do, does and did as main verbs. So let's see how it works. Okay, so let's say I do my laundry, means washing clothes and all. I do my laundry on Tuesdays, full stop. Let's put the second sentence. He does his work regularly, full stop. And let's look at the third sentence. Let's say I did his homework for him. Now if you look at these three sentences, okay, we used do here. If you look at the first sentence, I do my laundry on Tuesdays. Okay, do is functioning as the main verb here. There is no helping verb in this sentence here. And since I used do, this sentence is in the present tense. Okay, he does his work regularly. If you look at the second sentence, kids, again, does has been used as the main verb here. Main verb here. He does his work regularly. So this sentence too is in the present tense. Now I did his homework for him. If you look at this particular sentence, okay, I've used the past form of the do verb, that is did, and here did is used. I've used it as the main verb. Okay, so I did his homework for him. So here, since you used did, means you are talking about the past. Okay, something that happened in the past. Okay, so we can use do, does, and did as main verbs. Okay, I just want you to remember that. Now let's look at the other uses of do, does, and did. So first we focus on do and does because we focus on do and does, and do remember that when we use do and does, we're talking about the present tense. Okay. So now there's another function of do, does, and did. Okay. So we use them to form negative and interrogative. I-N-T-E-R-R-O-G-A-T-I, interrogative sentences. Okay, we use do, does, and did to form negative and interrogative sentences. Now let's look at, we'll just take two verbs here, or let's take three verbs. Okay, we will take the verb drive or drives. Okay, verb 2 will be drove. Let's take the verb play. Okay, so verb 2 will be play. Kids, I have already sent you the list of verb 1, verb 2 and verb 3. The list of the verb forms. I have already sent these to you, so please do go through it. I've already spoken about it. So let's look at another verb, live. Okay, verb to live is live. Okay, so just bear this in mind. Okay, so let's look at this sentence. Let's look at the sentence. He is driving fast. Okay, so if you look at this sentence, this is a positive or an affirmative sentence. Now for such sentences where there is a helping verb, if I want to change the sentence into a negative sentence, what will I do? The rule says that you have to add not after the helping verb or the auxiliary verb. So, if I want to make this negative, it's very, very simple. He is not driving fast, full stop. So, what have I done? I have placed the not after the helping verb, and driving is the main verb. Okay? Now, if I want to make this into an interrogative sentence or a question sentence, what will I do? I'll change the subject verb order. So, it will be is he driving fast? Question mark. Okay, so here is what? Is the helping verb, he is the subject, and driving is the main verb. Okay, so now let's look at this sentence. He drives fast. Now if you look at this sentence, it's okay, he is the subject, pronoun, drives is the verb, okay, fast is an adverb. We've not yet done adverbs, forget about it. He drives fast. Okay, now is there a helping verb in this sentence? No, there is no helping verb because drives is functioning as the main verb. Now in such cases, such sentences where there is no helping verb, in order to make this sentence, if you want to change this sentence into a negative sentence, then you will have to use do or does. Okay, now let's see how it works. So let's say this sentence is there. Okay, so let's say this sentence is there. Now first thing is you have to, so there are steps that you need to follow. So step 1, okay, identify the verb. Figure out the verb. The verb is drives. Okay, so why have I added s? Because the subject is singular. That's why it's followed by the singular form of the verb. So all the, if you use a verb, okay, if you use verb 1 verbs, okay, all the verbs that come below verb 1, okay, means you are talking about the present tense, and all the verbs below verb 2, or the verb 2 column, we use these verbs to talk about the past tense, to talk about simple past. Remember this as of now. So he drives fast. So step number 1, identify the verb. Is there a helping verb? There is no helping verb. It's just one verb functioning as the main verb. Okay. So what is the tense of this sentence? I'm sure you have done simple present and simple past in the previous session. Okay. So what is the tense of this sentence? The tense of this sentence is simple present. Okay. So means you will not use did. It's the present tense. So you will either use do or you will either use does. Okay. So with he, what will you use, kids? With he, you will use does. Okay. So if I want to make the sentence negative, it's very simple. He does not drive fast, full stop. Okay, so now here does is the helping verb or the auxiliary verb, and drive is the main verb, and this has to be verb 1. Verb 1 in the sense without the s. Okay, without the s. It has to be its base form without the s. So remember that. Okay, he does not drive fast. Now if I want to make this an interrogative or a question sentence, again that is very simple. Okay, bring this here, start with does. Okay, so remember we used he, so with he you will use does. So does he drive fast? Question mark. Now if you look at this sentence, does is the helping verb here, he is the subject here, and drive is the main verb in its base form. Basic form means without the s or the es. So does he drive fast? Okay, you cannot say does he drives fast. This will be wrong. Okay, so remember that. Okay, let's look at 2 more example sentences. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, fine. So let's move on. So let me use another. football every evening, full stop. Okay, now which is the verb here, kids? Okay, they play football every evening. So play is the verb. Okay, and it is the main verb in the sentence. There is no auxiliary or helping verb here. Okay, so what is the tense of this sentence now? Again, it's in the present tense. Okay, again this is in the present tense. Now why have I used play? Because the subject is plural. That's why I have to use the plural form of the verb. So now Rohit, Siddharth, Shrishti, Rishabh, Samsher, Aditya, kids, remember we've done subject verb, we have done, I did subject verb people with you last year, so you have to remember those rules, okay? Fine. So they play football every evening. So now your play is used as the main verb. Okay, and what is the tense? Tense is present tense. Okay, let's keep it at that as well. Okay, simple present tense or present tense. So it means we will not use did. We'll either have to use do or does if you want to make this sentence a negative sentence. But this sentence is a positive or an affirmative sentence. A-F-F-I-R-M-A-T-I-V. A positive sentence is also called an affirmative. You can either call this sentence an affirmative sentence or a positive sentence. Now, since this sentence is in the present tense, we either have to use do or does. So with they, what will you use, kids? Well, with they, you will have to use do. Okay? Because we are not talking about the past tense, so forget about did here. Okay? So they play football every evening. If I want to change this sentence to a negative sentence, what will I do? How will I write it? So they followed by do. They do not play football every evening. And the meaning changes as well. Okay? So this is a negative sentence. So this is the subject followed by the helping verb or the auxiliary verb. This is the helping verb here. This is not the word not is making the sentence negative. Okay? And play is the main verb here. Okay? Now if I want to make this sentence into and change it into an interrogative sentence or a question sentence, what will I do? Again, very simple, kids. Okay, with they, what do I have to use? I have to use do. Remember that we are talking about the present tense here. So do followed by the subject followed by the main verb. So do they play football every evening? Okay, and you have to be careful of the correct punctuation mark as well. Since this is an interrogative or a question sentence, which punctuation mark will you use? You will use the punctuation mark. You will use the question mark here. Okay, fine. So do is the helping verb here. They is the subject here, and play is the main verb here. Okay. So I give you another example sentence. I'll write another example sentence. Okay, kids. Now I've already explained to you that how we can use do, does, and did as main verbs, and we also explained to you how we can use do and does as auxiliary verbs or helping verbs to form negative sentences and interrogative or question sentences. Now let's look at this sentence here, third sentence. We lived in that bungalow. So I have told you to follow steps. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to figure out or identify the verb. So if you look at this sentence, we lived in that bungalow. Lived is the verb, and here it has been used as the main verb. Now if I want to change this into a negative sentence, what will I do? Well, now what is the tense of this sentence? The tense of this sentence is since I've taken this from verb to, this is the verb to form of the verb. Okay, so the tense of the sentence is past. past or simple past. So means I will not use do and does to change this into a negative sentence. What will I use, kids? I will use did. So we lived in that bungalow. So we. Okay. So and remember, with all the subject pronouns, we will use did. Okay. So do remember that. So we lived in that bungalow. Now let's change this into a negative sentence. And remember, this is a positive sentence or an affirmative sentence. A-F-F-I-R-M-A-T-I-V. Affirmative sentence. Okay? Fine. So we followed by did, then add the word not. We did not live in that bungalow, full stop. Okay? So did is the helping verb here or the auxiliary verb here. Not is what makes the sentence negative, and live is the main verb here. And we have to use live in the base form. You can't write we did not live in that bungalow. This is wrong. Okay? This auxiliary or helping verb did is making the sentence or has made the sentence as in the word did is making the sentence past. Okay? So we did not live in that bungalow. So if I want to change, and this is a negative sentence. So did, the word did or the auxiliary verb did is what makes the sentence a sentence of the past tense. If I want to make this an interrogative sentence, kids, what will I do? Again, very, very simple. We did not live, we lived in that bungalow. So, did we live in that bungalow? Question mark. So here you have the auxiliary verb or the helping verb, followed by the subject, followed by the main verb. Okay? You can't say did we lived in that bungalow. This is wrong. With this main verb here that comes after the subject has to be in its base form, means without the S. Okay? And the auxiliary word and verb in this case did is what makes the sentence a sentence of the past tense. So just do remember that. Okay? So what have we learned? We've learned that we can use do, does and did as main verbs, and when you want to make sentences negative and interrogative, then we use do, does and did as the auxiliary or the helping verb. This is when in the first sentence, in the positive sentence or the affirmative sentence, okay, the verb that has been used is the main verb. Remember that. And okay, so I've already spoken about that. Okay, so let's move on. So I hope this much, I hope it's clear to you. Okay, so let's move on. So we also use do, does and did, okay, for short answers. So let's say short answers with do, does and did. Okay, so let's see how it works. Let's say, do you like ice cream? Question mark. Okay, so the positive answer will be what? Yes, I do. And the negative answer will be what? No, I don't. Okay, so let's get another sentence. Let's say, does he speak English? So now look at the structure as well. Okay, does is the helping verb here. He is the subject and speak is the main verb here. This is the helping verb here. Again, do is the helping verb here. You is the subject here, and like is the main verb here. Okay, with you will use what? With you will use do. Okay, with with he you will use what? With he you will use does. So remember that. So does he speak English? If you want to give an affirmative or a positive answer, what will you say? Does he speak English? Yes, he does. If you want to give a negative answer, what will you write? No, he does not. Or you can also write, you can also contract does not. No, he, D-O-E-S and apostrophe T. No, he doesn't. Okay? And let's see how it works with did. Let's say, did Rohit go to the market? Question mark. Okay? So now this is the auxiliary verb or the helping verb. Okay. You can write auxiliary verb here. Or you can also write helping verb here. Rohit is the subject and go is the main verb. Did Rohit go to the market? Okay. So just remember, you can verb 1, verb 2. Go is the plural form of the verb. If you add es, it becomes the singular form of the verb. And what is the verb to go? Is went. Okay, now I have written this sentence down. Here I can't write did Rohit went to the market. This is wrong. Okay, because it's did that makes this sentence a sentence of the past tense. So here I have to use verb 1 in its base form. So base form, by base form what do I mean, kids? I mean to say just the verb without the s or the es. So did Rohit go to the market? So the positive reply will be, did Rohit go to the market? Yes. He, be careful of the tense. Yes, he did. Again, this is the positive reply, positive answer, and a negative short answer will be, no, he did not, or no, comma, he, D-I-D-N-T. I've contracted, did not. Okay, so do remember this. Goodbye.